What year, y'all? Well, as we move along in the Breeders' Cup, we're still on Friday's card, and we're going to talk about the Juvenile Fillies Turf. It's a Grade 1, eighth race on the card, running a mile on the turf for 2-year-old fillies. And this is a race that traditionally has been, last few years anyway, has been just dominated by the Europeans, and I don't think this is much different. Um, you look at you take a look here and race shape wise, uh, we who knows with Switch in Love with the Japanese horse, right? I mean, looks pretty fast, but the competition level it's just kind of hard to gauge. Um, if the Japanese follow with what they normally do, they're always big on speed and trying to outrun everybody. They're going to send Switch in Love and just see how long she can go. But that's just conjecture on my part. Brave Deb is another one that will likely be would likely be on the front end for Richard Mandela. I just don't think she's necessarily fast enough to take them all away. So we do have quite a few late runners here. So obviously trying to find a horse who's going to be up amongst the leaders would be, I think, would be favorable. Imagination the Lady, I liked her Jessamine a lot. I really liked the turn of foot that she showed, that instant acceleration in the stretch, and it looked like Frank Dettori really knew he had plenty of horse. So I think this one, for the Americans, where I don't know that we stack up terribly well here, but I think Imagination of the Lady is one that looks pretty good to me. And at 10-1, you're getting a nice price. We're going to be heavy on the Euros in this race, and I don't think that's too much of a surprise. Uh, Valentina is one that I think is going to relish more ground. The last race was a little on the disappointing side, but I think getting around 2 turns has the pedigree for it, and I've had some, I've had some, heard some reports that this one is a bit of a sleeper. So at 30-1, I think we'd be crazy not to include Valentina. Precise is the pick, and um, by all accounts, you've got the same type of situation as you do last year with Victoria Lake. I mean, Precise is just a really smart filly. She's been getting better with every single start, and it's just really hard to overlook her in here. And it's kind of a free square race, in my opinion. I would use this one more for sequences because Precise is going to be extremely short and rightfully so. She just looks awful good, and I don't think we got anybody who can beat her. Ultimate Love is another one showing progression, and that's what I like to see, particularly amongst 2-year-olds. And it looks like maybe another step is in order. I don't necessarily like 8-1, but I think Ultimate Love uh, might be a bit of a sleeper. Coming from Laurel, maybe the odds will drift up a little bit, so we'll see. But I think Ultimate Love is one maybe to keep an eye on. Queen of Hawaii is pretty logical, especially at 12-1. I liked her last race, the EBF debutante. That if you saw our post, our key Euro races, you got to take a look there. Like the turn of foot. I think this is an improving filly, and that's what you want to see coming into this race. And I think that's one that certainly you would want to consider. So we want to keep it, I know it's a field of 13, but we want to keep it compact, and especially on Breeders' Cup Day when we have a pretty heavy and deserving favorite. So the wagering strategy is pretty simple. We're going to go with Queen of Hawaii for the value, for the win bet, because Precise is likely to be short. But we're going to go heavy with Precise, just exact as 13-2, 13-10, and then 13 with 1 and 3. If you have another horse that I haven't spoken about that's appealing to you, maybe Infinite Sky is one that you can kind of think about, or Time to Dream. Um, I think the Americans are definitely going to be favorable prices. Throw them in under Precise because I just think she's probably the best bet of the day, in my opinion. And this is race I would probably use more for sequential betting, but I would just keep it uh, short with the exactness. Hope our analysis helps you with your own wagering strategy, and I wish you the best of luck as always. And certainly, if you do like content like this, please like and subscribe. Thanks again to all of you who have been in our community and kept it strong, and it continues to grow. Appreciate all the support for sure. We're going to do all the races, so this is just the beginning. So we will have the rest of the juvenile and the juvenile turf coming up for Friday, and then we'll do all of Saturday's cards. So stay tuned. Plenty of content from Reddit to Wire. And if you are handicapping, you haven't made your final selections, and I doubt anybody has at this point. Go back and take a look at those posts we have for key European races for the turf. That gives you a pretty good handle. I think you get a good look at a lot of these and how they run, and that may help you in your final selections. So that's it from here. I'll talk to you soon, and until then, be well.